Welcome to another episode of Hot-ish. It's your girl Starr, and today the tea is piping hot. That's not the only thing that's piping either, too. You're going to understand what I'm referring to in just a bit. Now, not only did the Biebs get denied here in New York City, but we're going to tell you who was crowned the greatest hip-hop artist of all time. Plus, I'm going to recap whatever else you may have missed this week. And if you're new here, well, I want to say welcome to the party. It is time to dish your hot-ish. Now, I know you want to know what's trending, right? Well, Johnny Depp has been keeping busy after celebrating his victory from last week. Now, for starters, he's officially on TikTok, and you can find him at Johnny Depp, of course. Now, he just hit 10 million followers, and he posted his very first TikTok. We're going to take a look. So happy. Like, he's been seeing everything that's been going on TikTok now officially, because you know he's catching up on all the dirt that everybody was saying over the past couple of weeks, right? Now, also last week, rumors were surfacing that he might get casted for the movie Beetlejuice 2. Now, for over 30 years, you know that movie's been rumored to get a sequel, right? And we all know that Johnny's really good friends with Tim Burton, so it does sound pretty believable. By the way, if you look up the IMDb description for Beetlejuice 2, ironically, it was just updated, adding that there will be a potential 2025 release date. You know, I really hope this is true because it's a long time coming. We all grew up watching Beetlejuice, so you know we're pretty much long overdue for part 2, right? Well, just when we thought Nick Cannon was celibate and done having babies, the news just broke that he is expecting baby number 9. I guess the positive way of looking at this is he's not having it with a brand new baby mama. Now, do you remember Abby De La Rosa? She's actually the baby mama who popped out his twins last year. Well, she's pregnant with, I think, just one baby this time around. Now, of course, she made the announcement on Instagram with this post, and she captioned it with the question, "Another set of twins?" Well, she sure knows how to market herself because she continues by saying, "Follow me on OnlyFans to find out more. Link in bio. I'll be posting all the exclusive content and answering the questions y'all are dying to know." Can you just tell me what we're dying to know? I mean, it's clear you and Nick had sex and there's a bun in the oven and he's confirmed it. So what else is it to know? What else is there for us to know? Seriously, if you are really that invested, then you're going to have to pay to subscribe to her page. What a way to monetize the pregnancy. Now, as for you, Nick, again, you thought with the wrong head, okay? Oh, snap, okay? I just heard that Jada Pinkett Smith wants to have Chris Rock and Will Smith reconcile on her Red Table Talk show. Now, has she lost her damn mind? Because it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, Chris is just not interested, okay? He's too busy touring. He's getting ready for his comedy special. Where does she get off trying to capitalize on Chris's humiliation? The audacity. Seriously, I'm done with them. I'm just done with them. I can't be bothered. Kim Kardashian really testing out Pete's stepdaddy skills. Now, she let him bond with the kids. And in fact, you ready for this? He took her older son, Saint, the other day out shopping alone. Just the two of them. Now, they were seen holding hands and heading to grab food at the Cheesecake Factory. And I'm surprised that we have not seen World War III, because we know Kanye was very clear about not wanting Pete around his kids. And by the looks of it, he's not getting his way. So I'm pretty shocked that we haven't felt like an earthquake or some kind of rumble, because Kanye is probably having a tantrum somewhere and definitely just, I don't know, stomping his feet and going crazy. That's what I think. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say on this. Kanye, actually, I was reading earlier, though, that Kanye is a little heartbroken over the fact that they're bonding. And I don't blame him. But then again, where was he all this time when he could have been bonding with his own kids? Instead, he wanted to move into Wyoming and leave the kids and Kim behind. So you know what? This is his own problem. All right, I'm done. I'm done on my rant. So I guess that Kanye might actually be too busy with his own personal life because rumors broke yesterday that him and his Kim K lookalike girlfriend Chaney Jones broke up after 4 months of dating. In fact, TMZ was reporting that the birthday boy, today is Kanye's birthday, that he might have already moved on because he was seen on a movie date with an OnlyFans model by the name of Monica Corrigan. By the way, Monica's not new, okay? She's actually been on and off with him in the past. But here's the kicker. Chaney put up an Instagram story montage today of the two of them, and she wrote, "Happy birthday, baby." She put the black heart emoji and even wrote, "I love you." Now, let's just think about this for a second, okay? Either she's getting played, she doesn't care, or like the rest of us, we always think that maybe she's getting paid to portray his girlfriend. I mean, we saw how long things lasted with Julia Fox, right? And apparently I heard that there was a contractual deal. So I don't know, maybe Kanye's in limbo and he's deciding if he wants to renew his contract with Chaney. I mean, whatever we call it, I'm going to say I wouldn't be surprised if by tomorrow those breakup rumors are back on. Because we all know Kanye can't make up his mind, right? I mean, facts. Jeez. Speaking of breakups, Shakira and her longtime boyfriend, soccer player Gerard Piqué, they have split after 11 years. Now, he reportedly moved into a bachelor pad 3 months ago after he was caught cheating with a 22-year-old nightclub hostess. Okay? I mean, shocking, right? Now, she released a statement saying, "We regret to confirm that we are parting ways. For the well-being of our 2 children, who are our highest priority, we ask that you respect their privacy." Come on, man. Who in their right mind cheats on Shakira? Or maybe what I should be asking is, why did he never marry her after all this time? I mean, I guess she would sing about how her hips don't lie. That was probably the only honest thing in that relationship. Man, I feel so bad. Another devastating breakup, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. Didn't see that one coming either. Okay, they just called it quits after 18 months. And although they've both been heartbroken, and that's what they're supposedly saying, sources are initially saying that they still love each other. But I think that those sources could be wrong because she just went and deleted all the evidence that she ever dated him from her Instagram page, okay? Now, she's also been doing the only thirst trap pictures on her stories. And you're gonna ask yourself, all right, why did they end things? Well, ever since last month, there were rumors that were swirling that he was cheating on her at the Cannes Festival. And I'm pretty sure she realized her worth and decided to cut that cheater loose with the quickness. Because, you know, just because he's got the title of sexiest man alive, that doesn't mean that it gives you a free pass to do whatever you want. Michael Betrayer Jordan, is that what the B stands for? Maybe bitch ass? I don't know. Keep it moving. Goodbye. Just when I thought he was cute, I'm over it. If he's a cheater, bye. Or in the words of Cardi B, bye-bye, bye-bye. Justin Bieber, he just got denied the other night at Carbone, which is one of the hottest restaurants here in New York City. Now, him and Haley and their little entourage, they showed up to the hot spot right after his concert to, you know, go get their eat on, and they literally got treated like us regular people. Talk about being humbled. Now, first things first, you need a reservation to get into that place. And on a primetime night, I'm telling you right now, there are no tables available, and no amount of money in the world can pay somebody off, because when there's no table and no availability, where are you going to sit? On the floor? Anyway, I guess this just goes to show you that they won't even bend for A-listers. So they ended up rolling into Cipriani, which is also another high-end exclusive restaurant that's here in New York City. Another one of my faves that I hang out at too, just a few blocks away from Carbone, and they got right in, of course. Now, what's even funnier is one of my friends happened to be there that night. And I was going through Instagram. They posted the video on the story. I saw Justin, I saw Haley, I saw the whole crew. Little did I know, though, that he had just been denied somewhere else. But I will say, Carbone is one of those places that you need to check out at least once. I mean, this is the deal. You got to prepare to book that reservation at least a month in advance. Make sure you get the spicy rigatoni, because that's what everyone gets when they go. Because I will say, it is pretty good. And you never know who might walk in. It is the celebrity hotspot. Well, one of here in New York City. J-Lo's documentary Halftime is premiering as we speak at the Tribeca Festival. We're going to show you a little clip from the trailer.
This camera got me, but I'm also saying that the camera got me. Because I can do all of that at the same time.
If you liked what you saw, you could actually catch it streaming exclusively on Netflix next week. That's when it's going to be out. But of course, if you want to go watch that trailer, feel free. Lizzo and her boyfriend are red carpet official. Woo! You know, after keeping him under wraps for like ever. I mean, they were seen on Valentine's Day, but we didn't know anything about him then, okay? Nobody knew anything, but that's about to change because finally we know a little bit about this mystery man. His name is Mike Wright. They actually go way back. They were co-hosts for MTV's Wonderland back in 2016. He's known for being a stand-up comedian. He grew up in Detroit and he also is a musician. So they can both bond over their love for music. Not to mention, he's also a designer for a Detroit-based luxury clothing brand. And we know she just dropped her Yitty line. So this might be a match made in heaven. I'm happy. Good for her. Yay, Lizzo. We love you. We're going to move on to a little bit of music news now, okay? Hope you guys are ready for that. Surprise, surprise. Our favorite boys of BTS are celebrating their 9th anniversary by performing their new album, Proof. It's happening on Monday, June 13th. Now, they also have another surprise for us. They're going to be having a special guest joining them. And now the question is who? I mean, there's so many possibilities. Could it be someone that they recently collaborated with? Maybe it could be someone they plan to collaborate with on the new album. Who knows, right? But of course, the BTS Army super sleuths, they're going crazy trying to figure it out. Anyway, this is the info on how you can catch them on their live stream event. We have it up on the screen. It will be on their official YouTube channel. Mariah Carey, woo, she is being sued for $20 million over her hit song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Now, let me explain, okay? There's a country music songwriter. His name is Andy Stone. He claims he wrote a song 33 years ago for the group Vince Vance and the Valiants. And he titled it All I Want for Christmas Is You, okay? Now, he said the song charted 6 different times back in the 90s on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. And he even goes so far as to claim that Mariah intentionally stole it after seeing all of the radio play that it got back in December of 93. Now, she ended up dropping her version the next year, and now he wants to get paid. Is this guy for real? I mean, do you know how many songs share the same title? Not to mention her song isn't even a country song. So this guy doesn't even have a leg to stand on. Plus, why would you wait 33 years to do this? I don't know. I smell something fishy. We have talked about some of the greatest hip hop artists of all time on this show, right? Now, I came across a list of albums that Rolling Stone magazine just put out. They are ranking the greatest hip hop albums of all time, okay? Now, here we go. Topping the list, the Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die, followed by Outkast's Stankonia. It's like a tongue twister. Jay-Z's The Blueprint, Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, and then Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. Now, Kanye and his album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right behind in 6th place. Okay, we're going to keep it going here. Followed by Missy Elliott with Miss E, So Addictive, Wu-Tang's Enter the Wu-Tang, A Tribe Called Quest with The Low End Theory, and Lauryn Hill's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Wow. So you're telling me only 2 women made the top 10. By the way, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, and Meg Thee Stallion, they did make the list, but not in the top 10. In fact, how about this? Here's a little dirt for you. Cardi's album Invasion of Privacy came in at number 16 out of 200. And the hip hop fans are furious right now because they are losing their minds, saying that they put her in front of legends like Dr. Dre's The Chronic, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, even in front of Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday. Listen, with all due respect, everyone's great in their own way, okay? Clearly, these artists have all sold billions of albums, so can't we just embrace all the talent as a whole? Why does everybody get so mad? Jeez. Remember last week I was telling you about how pissed Lil Nas X was when he found out that he didn't get any nominations for this year's BET Awards? Well, he decided to go off on them by making this diss track. It's called Fuck BET. Let's check it out.
Fuck BET.
First of all, how did he even come up with something like this so fast? I mean, good for him. I guess when you're that angry, anything will come out. But of course, BET responded by listing all of the times that he was featured and nominated for the BET Awards, and also said no one from BET serves as a member of the voting academy. I call that a typical cookie cutter safe statement to say, because I mean, question is he overreacting, or do you think that he should have been nominated? I mean, I will say that Montero was really off the chain, but it's not like he's the first or the last artist to ever be snubbed by an award show after putting out a sick album. I don't know. Maybe him and The Weeknd should collab on something, since he's still bitter about not being included in the Grammys. Jeez, get over it. What are you going to do with those awards anyway? They're just going to collect dust on a mantle. Like, you really care? I don't understand. Demi Lovato just announced a tour lineup for the first time in 4 years to promote their new album, Holy F. In fact, Demi is going to sound a little different than you remember. They're bringing back those pop-punk roots starting in August, which is just in time for when the album drops. So you could be on the lookout for that, August 19th. All right, we're moving on to some chick chat. Starting this Friday, you might want to keep your eyes in the sky when you're out and about really late at night, because you might get to see the rare 5-planet alignment that we're going to have. Now check this out. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all going to be aligned in their planetary order. Now when it first starts, you're probably going to need a pair of binoculars and definitely a clear view. But as the month goes on, you'll be able to start to see them with your naked eye. Now, astronomers are saying the best time to see this lineup is about 30 minutes before sunrise. So I figured if you're out partying late and you're one of those people who comes home right before the sun comes up, well, enjoy the view before you go to bed. You know, last time this actually happened was December of 2004. You know, now I'm kind of wondering though, how is this planetary lineup going to affect our daily lives? Because we all know how crazy things get during Mercury in retrograde, right? Now we're going to have 5 planets to worry about? I mean, maybe it'll bring us all positive vibes like new relationships, love, marriage, babies. Maybe I'm just rattling off my wish list. I don't know. What do you think? If you're into vampire movies, there's a new one that is coming out on August 12th on Netflix. Now it stars Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I know, that's pretty random, right? Well, it's an action comedy. It's called Day Shift, where the 2 guys are vampire hunters. Let's take a quick look.
This movie has what I call eating popcorn moments. You know, when you're like, oh, shit.
Now, it also stars Dave Franco, Megan Good, and Natasha Liu, just to name a few. If you want to check out that entire trailer, you know where to find it, obvi. Speaking of Netflix, there is a new animated Ghostbusters series that is in the works. Now, we all know how big that cartoon series was back in the 80s. And they even had a late 90s spinoff called Extreme Ghostbusters. But now, yeah, this new one's going to be coming out. Now, we still don't know what the plot details are or exactly when it's coming out, but at least we do know we have a childhood favorite to look forward to seeing. Can't wait. My favorite was always the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I always wanted to just take a bite. I don't know, I just love sweets. I'm sorry. Talk about random luck. Okay, this woman who lives in Michigan said that she was in line with her husband waiting to pay for gas. And this stranger came up to her and said, "You should buy a $30 lottery ticket. I bet that you will win $4 million. So she ended up taking their advice. She went back to the car, scratches off the scratch-off ticket, and it was a $4 million winning ticket. Now, clearly, the couple didn't believe it. They checked it, they rechecked it, and then they realized they actually won this money. So who was that person? Was that a psychic? Was that God in human form? How on earth did this most random thing happen, and why can't things like that happen to us? I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel lucky when I find $1 on the street. I once found $20 on the street, so I guess that was a really lucky day for me then. But I haven't stumbled upon a random few million, that's for sure. Walking around New York City, I might stumble upon a dead body. That's my biggest fear. Anyway, moving on. Little food topics for you. So let me ask you this. Have you heard of beefalo? Make sure you remember that name because it might just be the meat of the future. It's a cross between cattle and buffalo. So basically, it's the lean meat of a bison, and it's easy to raise and breed like cattle. Now, apparently, it's got lower cholesterol, less fat, and fewer calories than regular beef. And it's all about crossbreeding. That is just crazy. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Would you be down to try a beefalo burger too? I mean, any amount of ketchup can make that thing taste good, right? What I'm about to share with you is pretty cheesy, no pun intended. But for some reason, Velveeta Cheese seems to think that people want to take that cheesy smell with them through the day. Okay, they teamed up with Nails Inc. and they created not one, oh no, 2 cheese-scented nail polishes. Now they come in yellow and red, and they even specify in the description, while our polish is cheese-scented, it is unfortunately not made of Velveeta. Please don't eat it. Who would want their fingers smelling like cheese? I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of things that are cheaper than $15 that you could stick your fingers in and pull them out of that might even resemble that funky smell you're looking for. Thinking about it, I feel like I need to barf. This is disgusting. Anyway, that wraps up our show. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you could join us live again next week. Also, if you are on TikTok or Twitter, find me at Starr, aka Virtual. Hit that follow button, okay? And don't do anything I wouldn't do, because otherwise I might talk about it next week right here on Hot-ish. All right, with that said, let me head out of here. We're gonna go. Thank you guys so much for hanging. I will see you again next week. Have a good one. Bye.